Hey everybody, T-Cat here, and well, when the weather's cold like this, there's one thing to do on a Friday. Let's go looking at antiques, and that's what we're gonna do today. Now, this place had recently relocated. It was called Weil's Antiques. That's W-E-I-L, Weil Antiques. And I've had a dickens of a time trying to find this place. It's around the back of a shopping center, and I think I'm in the right spot. Well, here's the moment of truth. Am I actually coming into the antique center or something else? Like I said, I think this is where they said they relocated to. Well, I'm really not sure. See if I could find out what's going on here. Well, this is where it's going to be. They're not officially open yet. They're still doing some work, and but I was invited where I can look around. A very nice chair right here. Looks very comfortable. Looks like a set. Nice desk. Smells like fresh wood in here, you know, like if you were in a woodworking shop. And that would stand to reason, because as you look around, we see all the wood. Old style rocking chair right here. I always love old furniture. $68 for a 19th century cornerback seat rocker. It's a good price for that. And some of the vendors, as you can see, have moved some of their things here. Here's some Civil War soldiers. Antique Civil War soldiers cast iron, $67. Union and Confederate. Here's an old style telephone right here. I remember these. Hard to think of them as antiques now, because that would kind of make me an antique. When you really think about it. Nice little vase right here. $45. That oriental look. Those are usually really pretty. Of course, having lived in New England, I love anything that has to do with lighthouses. It's a very pretty box right here with swans on it. That's really pretty. What's the price on that? $23. That's not bad. A very nice price for... It looked like it was a musical box at one time. I don't think the music is working. Perhaps that's why it's $23. It's a shame that the music still doesn't play. Imagine it played Swan Lake. And here's a phonograph. It's what you played records on. There's your record player. Your record would spin, and you'd have a little needle that you put down as the records would spin, and it would play music. That is quite vintage. Here's an antique lute. I guess that's how you say that, right? It's like a little guitar. $179 from in. Here's a dresser that's made to look like a boat. That is really cool. They have like mask, look like ceremonial mask. This is really, as I said, going to be a very huge place. This is actually a bench right here. I'll have to step back so you can get the full view. Look at this. And there's like a little table area here. That is amazing. Like this, I think, has to do with the Hindu religion. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it does. I don't know. Does that have something to do with fertility? Yeah, what makes me think about that, right? Boobies. Oh my goodness, yeah, grow up, right, T-Cat, grow up. My God, yeah, this is going to be, that's where we came in, right there. And this is all going to be different vendors in here. Different kind of lighting and glass, stained glass. Very pretty. I don't know if this is like Tiffany lamps. That is a big skull right there. Roll top desk right here. That's pretty cool. That bear climbing up, and it's a place to hang your hats and coats. It even comes with a mirror. Some wooden old toys over there. Yeah, you can see some the old wood toys. Oh man, look at this antique bicycle. That is something else. This is a Hendron Wheel Company of America Victorian iron tricycle, $3,500. So back in the 1870s and that, the Victorian era, that's what you rode. Go on your Victrola for acting like an amplifier, like a speaker would today. Kind of cool dollhouse right there. Very cool dollhouse. Guess it's tin. Yeah, a tin dollhouse for $65. 1960s. These are old mailboxes. U.S. Postal. Oh, this dragon thing here is really unique. Kind of unique work of art. Got his wings spread right there. There's a beam right here. That's why I was in that awkward position. So let's move around here. Get a good look at it. This is a Wolverine claw for $75. The Black Puna Medieval Knights sword with case, $250 firm. Just look at that. Black Prince. And it looks like it's encased in ice. All right there. That sheriff's car for $175. Some larger and vintage cars. Over here, before I leave, these are old tanks. They have held propane, for example, and then someone made art out of it. See, it looks like the Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. As I said, you could see, and they added holes in the top and bottom for additional lighting. There's some smaller propane tanks on the floor there. Some people can be very, very creative. We'll come back once this is all completely operational. I'm looking personally forward to seeing it. We will be checking back with them at a later date. There is the name that it will go under, and it says our store will be opening soon. And now I'll bid you farewell. Bye-bye.